Hey guys, it's Dr. Mona, and in today's video, I want to show you what I eat in a day to really optimize beauty. So whether I'm having a breakout, I have an important event to go to, or I really just want to focus on my skin, I'm going to bring you through everything I eat from morning to night. This is another what I eat in a day video, but I really like this one because it's heavily focused on skincare, beauty, and as you probably know, beauty truly starts from within. You could use the best products in the world, but if you're not eating the right foods and taking care of the inside of your body, it's not gonna shine through and give you that glowing skin on the outside. We'll start with breakfast, drinks, snacks, all the way to dinner. You'll notice that I'm incorporating Four Sigmatic products in this video because I love Four Sigmatic. All of the options here you guys can get, I will link below in this video, and make sure to check the link in my description because you guys could also get 15% off your first order. Okay, so let's start with the morning. I really like to start off with the Four Sigmatic Golden Latte Mushroom Mix. If you haven't heard of this one, it's basically a turmeric latte. I don't know if you've ever had turmeric lattes. They're available in some cities, but I post about it all the time. If you go somewhere to get it or you make it at home, it's basically raw turmeric, and then you can use any kind of like nut milk or almond milk, but you have to add a lot of different flavors. It's an amazing drink, but definitely a little complicated to make at home. So when I discovered this one, I was ecstatic to say the least. What I really love about this golden latte mix is that obviously it has turmeric, and I love turmeric. If you've watched my other videos, you see that I incorporate it. It's an amazing anti-inflammatory. So think of anti-inflammatories as great for red inflamed acne, for irritation, for any kind of rash, for rosacea, for eczema. If we can have turmeric, it's really gonna help from within, kind of clear all that up and at least help our symptoms kind of improve. I also love that it has shiitake mushroom. So all of the Four Sigmatic products have some kind of mushroom. What I love about shiitake is that it's got tons of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and it also helps your immunity. When we think about getting sick or we're feeling under the weather, it's not just how we feel, it's also how it kind of looks on our skin. Like think about that sallow, like sunken in eyes, and you might feel a little pale, your nose might be a little inflamed and runny. So having something that's gonna just keep us healthy and active and happy is always going to be a plus. One thing to point out is that you can go buy shiitake mushrooms at a grocery store. I'm sure you've seen them, but whenever you're thinking about food or supplements or products, you have to think about the way it's extracted. So it's not just about taking the ingredient and using it. Sometimes the process of extracting it or where it comes from or how it's grown can really affect how effective it is. And shiitake in general, when you're using it as an extract, you're getting a more potent form. So even though I love eating the food in its natural form, sometimes when you are extracting it, you're getting more benefit. And I know at Four Sigmatic, they are very big on where they extract it, you know, the quality of it, where it's grown from. So that's something that's cool. And I feel like, you know, just adds a lot to the quality of the ingredient. All you have to do is make some hot water. I've got my tea kettle here. And turn that on. Okay, so while that's warming up, you literally just have to open this up. So you just add this in here. It's also got some ginger, it's got some black pepper, and the black pepper is really good to combine with turmeric. It just increases its bioavailability and effectiveness. There's actually also coconut milk mixed in to the powder. It's just in a dried form. So you actually don't even need to add almond milk or coconut milk. It tastes amazing on its own. I do recommend only filling up the mug about halfway because if you fill it up a little more, I think it tastes a little too watered down. So I like just having it in a smaller amount. So you just grab a spoon, stir it a little bit. Takes like 20 seconds to make. So good. You wouldn't think that drinking turmeric would taste good, especially because I actually don't necessarily like the taste of turmeric powder, which is funny. Like if I were to cook with it, I'm not a huge fan of it, but the way they've combined this with just like the smallest amount of coconut milk, like a tiny bit of sweetener, it just makes it a really amazing morning drink. Okay, so next we're gonna go on to the acai bowl. Now for the purpose of this video, I did try to prep a lot of this food because I didn't want it to be like an hour long. I'm trying to spare you guys. I will put in the description a link to a video of me showing you exactly how to make an acai bowl. It's very easy, but you can see I've kind of already had it prepped right here. So really this is just one acai pure unsweetened packet. You can do a half a banana, a full banana frozen. Right now we used a half a banana, and we're gonna top it with all this fruit. So if you don't know what acai is, it's spelled A-C-A-I. Some people think it's acai, it's pronounced acai. It's this like really rare, amazing superfood fruit. What's so cool about it is that it actually has 0 grams of sugar. That's very, very rare for a fruit. All fruit has natural sugars. This one on its own has no sugar. So if you were to just blend it and taste it, it would actually not be very sweet, but adding the banana is what's gonna make it just naturally really have natural sugars. It sweetens it up. It's really good. I also added a little bit of blackberry. This is kind of the same concept as a smoothie bowl. You can kind of add whatever you want to it. Acai is also really cool because it has a lot of natural fatty acids, which is also rare for a fruit. So it's got omegas. It's going to help with skin plumping. Amazing for anti-aging. The antioxidant profile is extremely high, higher than other berries actually. So having something like this has a purpose. Like instead of just having berries in the morning, if we're really focusing on skin, we're gonna do acai and berries, and it's like this superfood, superpower skin breakfast. We've got the acai, banana, a little bit of blackberry, and then we're just gonna top it with some more berries. Some raspberries, some strawberries, and I'm not good at making food look nice, but I feel like I'm doing a good job here. So if I can do it, you can do it. Obviously, always pre-wash all of your fruit. That's why we have it in this nice little Tupperware here. So remember, with fruit and food combining, I don't recommend mixing fruit with other things. So I wouldn't recommend adding any like nuts or seeds or anything to it. Let's just stick to fresh fruit. Okay, so now we're gonna add some mint. You can shred it, you can keep, I think you'll probably like the taste better if you shred it. What's really cool about mint is that it actually has a little bit of salicylic acid. If you think of salicylic acid, this is what you find in like an acne cream over the counter. So the fact that it has little extracts of it is pretty cool for your skin. It's also great for your digestion. So better digestion equals less acne. This is just a banana to show you that we used a banana. And then we're gonna top it with some goji berries. Goji berries are another fruit that is pretty rare in the fact that it has fatty acids. That's rare for fruit. Like you're not gonna find that in most fruit. So we're taking the two like really super antioxidant, fatty acid kind of like different fruits and adding them into our breakfast. So it doesn't really get much better than this. Oh my God, this just looks beautiful. Also like food should just, you know, you can make it look beautiful. It makes you feel good. Presentation's big. Really think about it. When you go to a restaurant, something's plated beautifully, like you just get happy. So why not make it a pleasant experience? Can we just show this bowl? I'm proud of it. Okay, so that covers our breakfast. I'm gonna move this aside and we're gonna move on to lunch. So before we move on to lunch, I really wanna talk about water. Water is really simple. I'm sure you've heard this. I cannot stress how important it is to drink water throughout the day. It's the one thing that I instantly notice a difference in. If I go a day or two without drinking much water, like the little lines around your mouth, or it'll be dry, it just looks, your skin just looks dull. So I recommend drinking around 100 ounces of water a day. This is not an exact science. This is what I've seen work for me, and this is usually what I aim for. I don't recommend drinking water with meals. I try to drink it in between. Like you can take a few sips with meals, but sometimes it slows down your digestion. So what I would do is have the Four Sigmatic turmeric latte, then go to the acai bowl, wait maybe like 40 minutes to an hour, and then try to have at least like 2 or 3 glasses of water. You can kind of split up your water as you please throughout the day when you think about how many ounces you're having, but try to have like 30 or 40 ounces in between before your next snack. Okay, so before we go on to lunch, I like to incorporate another drink. So if you'll notice, a lot of this is about liquids. We digest liquids quicker. So even if you're having juices, smoothies, Four Sigmatic drinks, I really like more liquids for skin. So the next one I'm gonna do is a Four Sigmatic mushroom lemonade mix. I really love this one because it's like, feels like a nice like summer drink throughout the day. And sometimes you ever notice like midday you're at work, like even just grabbing like a Snapple or something will kind of keep you going. We're gonna move away from the processed stuff and we're gonna go to something much better for your skin, and that's this one. So it's literally like a lemon charcoal mushroom mix. It looks very black, don't be alarmed. So you just mix 2 teaspoons with some water. You can put this in a shaker too if you want, and add some ice. This is a half a teaspoon, so I'm doing 4 of them. That's it, you just mix it up. I don't always drink out of straws. I'm sure you've heard, you know, you should avoid it. Number 1, it's bad for the environment. Number 2, it can give you little mouth wrinkles. But with charcoal, I find it's easier to drink it through a straw because the black can get on your lips, on your teeth, and I'd rather just enjoy this drink and not stress over that, so. This drink is really good. It's like kind of a mix between sour and sweet, which I guess is lemonade, so that makes sense. So So if you guys don't ever incorporate charcoal or you don't know anything about charcoal, it's very detoxing. It's really meant to like draw out impurities. So I love that. I always think of charcoal for like clogged pores or oily skin. When you're drinking it, it's just good to detox. Lemon is amazing for hydration. It's got citrus, vitamin C. It's good for your digestion. And then it's got chaga, which is great antioxidant support. And honestly, you can enjoy 1 or 2 of these. I like to have one midday. So next, let's move on to lunch. And I've tried to prep this as much as I could. So we're gonna have a big, beautiful raw salad. Okay, so here's everything we've got for the salad. All the ingredients I picked out in here are specifically good for your skin. So I'm gonna go through all of them and kind of explain why. For the mix, I like to do a mix of arugula and romaine. I choose the romaine because it's actually great for you, water content, vitamin C, but then I like to mix in a darker leafy green, whether that's like kale, spinach, anything you want, but the arugula and romaine really give it like a nice flavor together. You've got the crunch, you've got the dark greens, so it's kind of a win-win there. And then we're gonna add some cucumbers. Cucumbers are such high water content, and like I said, water is huge for your skin, whether you're getting it in the food, whether you're drinking it. When you pay attention to the water content in foods you're eating, it makes a huge difference for your skin. And then we're gonna add some celery. I love celery, number one, but also celery has silica. And I don't know if you've noticed in some skincare products, silica's in there, but it's really great for the texture of your skin. So when you're thinking of like, you know how sometimes you can have no acne, but maybe the texture of your skin just isn't ideal. It's like a little rough or dry. This is gonna give it that really nice soft appearance. And then we've got some purple cabbage. So purple cabbage is pretty cool because it actually helps reduce cortisol. And number one, the less stress you have, the more beautiful you're gonna be. That's just true for everyone. Stress can just cause so many damaging effects in your body. But cortisol has actually also been shown to make crow's feet worse. So you know the crow's feet when you get the little eye wrinkles around your eye? So having some dark purple cabbage can really help with that. And it's all these little things that you do long-term that you might not see a difference in the next day, but it's gonna give you the long-term effects. Then you're gonna be 50 and everyone's gonna be like, what's your secret? And you're gonna be like, it's purple cabbage. Then we're gonna add some beets. So beets are, I mean, beauty aside, one of the top cancer-fighting foods. So adding in like any kind of steamed beet is amazing. You can have them raw, steamed. I like to steam them. It makes them a little easier. One reason I love adding beets into a salad is because it helps with pigmentation, helps with blemishes. If you guys watch my content, you know that I constantly suffer from hyperpigmentation. It's just my skin's very sensitive to it. And then, like I said, if you are having breakouts or you just want your skin to be extra on point, this can really help with blemishes too. Add some beets. And then this is about a half an avocado. Healthy fats give you plump, beautiful, soft skin. Just always think of that. So if we're talking about like walnuts, chia seeds, avocado, always kind of associate them together. And avocado also is a great trick because it gives your salad like a creaminess, so you don't need like a thick ranch dressing or like a Caesar. In fact, what you can even do sometimes is mash an avocado or blend it into your dressing, and it's a way to get like a dairy-free thickening agent. Just a little pro tip right there. If you're trying to have healthy skin, definitely avoid dairy. It's like, even if you're not vegan or vegetarian, I would say to avoid dairy. And lastly, we're gonna add basil. Adding fresh herbs to salad is just something I recommend anyway. Number one, it makes it way more fun and interesting. And number two, there's so many benefits to fresh herbs that we don't take advantage of. Eastern medicine, Ayurveda, like they're constantly using herbs as their medicine. Like that's what they've done for years. So basil is really cool because it helps with skin regeneration. So it's kind of giving you like a fresh new layer of skin. We always think of like cell turnover and skin regeneration. Like give me a new layer of baby soft skin, please. Another tip I recommend is taking fresh basil and blending it with a salad dressing. It makes a world of difference if you just add like a little lemon, olive oil, basil. That'll have to be another video. So this is our salad. It looks gorgeous. Now let's make a little salad dressing. These little mason jars are so inexpensive, they're so cute, and they're the best for salad dressing, so you can just shake them up. So, more lemon. Okay, next we're gonna add some apple cider vinegar. A lot of you guys reach out to me and ask about apple cider vinegar and what the benefits are, and it's interesting because there's just so many. It's antifungal, antibacterial, it helps with your digestion, it can help alkalinize your blood. So adding it to salad dressing is a really smart idea, especially because a lot of people don't like the taste of it on its own. You know, you read a lot of articles and studies where they tell you to have apple cider vinegar in the morning or at night. I personally cannot drink it on its own. It makes me kind of want to throw up, but when I add it into a salad dressing, I like it. And then I'll add a little bit of olive oil. So if you are going to be using olive oil in any of your meals, whatever, I recommend having it cold versus cooking. You know, in other videos I'll show I use like a sesame oil or a coconut oil if I'm sauteing vegetables. It just heats better. Olive oil is best when it's cold, and I really recommend the cold pressed Greek olive oil. It's just the one that I've seen have the most benefits. It's got a really great flavor profile. So the quality of your ingredients makes a big difference. And I know I'm just eyeballing this right now. If you want exact measurements, I would do about a tablespoon of olive oil, apple cider vinegar completely to taste, and lemon to taste. You don't have to worry really about the calorie content there. Oh, and let's add some black pepper too. And this is salad dressing you can also make ahead of time and leave it in the mason jar in the fridge. You can bring it to work in a little cute little mason jar so you have your own salad dressing at work. Oh, it smells good. And that is it. Oh, this looks so good, you guys. I need to take a bite. Really beautiful, colorful salad. And it's always good to have different colors. When you see really rich colors in a meal, this is where the antioxidants are. So like the rich purple cabbage or the red in the beets, the dark leafy greens, you know you're doing something good for your skin. Okay, so we just finished lunch. Let's move on to our next snack before dinner. But of course, remember, in between meals, wait about an hour and then drink water. That's when you want to drink the most water, another 30 to 40 ounces, whatever you can handle. And next, we're gonna move on to a chia seed pudding. So I'm gonna show you the ingredients we're using. I'm not making it in this video, like I said, for the purposes of time, but I do have this in another video on my channel. If you go to my 7 healthy snacks on the go, I will link it below this video. You can see exactly how to make it. It's extremely simple. The prep time is less than 5 minutes. You just pop it in the fridge overnight, and in the morning you have this really cool, yummy snack. So all you need are chia seeds right here. Any kind of plant-based nut milk, so almond, coconut, cashew. God, there's so many options now. You can pick anything you want. I do recommend something unsweetened. And then some cacao. I love adding in cacao. Actually, let's just go through both these ingredients real quick. Chia seeds, full of fiber, full of omegas. If you notice that when you eat chia, it swells up kind of into that jelly-like substance. If you have it in a smoothie, you'll probably notice the consistency. If you put it in water, you'll see that it swells up about 15 times its size with water. So when it's in your gut, it's kind of sweeping through everything, cleaning everything out. It's really good to keep you regular, gives you really nice, plump, beautiful skin. I love adding cacao because cacao is one of my favorite ingredients in the world. Very high antioxidant profile. Literally, it has a chocolate taste. So what could be better than that? It's naturally unsweetened. This is like the most pure form of chocolate. So when you add this, the almond milk and the cacao, then you can add a little bit of sweetener. You'll see in that video, and you'll have your chia seed pudding. I do recommend, if you're doing, you know, all of this eating for beauty and for skin, topping it off with some unsweetened shredded coconut. It's just more healthy fats. Coconut's amazing for you. That's kind of the theme we're going for in this. And healthy fats are also a really good kind of segue meal before dinner when you're talking about food combining. So you can get unsweetened shredded coconut anywhere. Adds a lot of flavor too. If for some reason this isn't enough food for you and you're really hungry, you could also add in some hemp seeds. So I often use hemp seeds as my source of protein. So instead of using protein powder, I'll use hemp seeds, or I'll buy hemp protein powder, which is literally just made from hemp seeds. So this can give it a little more substance, add more protein. You could probably even add some protein powder, but I would stick to this. It just keeps it a little more clean. So if you feel like you need a little more substance, this is always an option too. Now let's move on to dinner. This dish is pre-made. If you want the full recipe on this, I do have it in another video. I'll link it. But I purposely chose this dish because it's filling, it's grounding. All of the ingredients in it are so amazing for you. They're full of fiber, full of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. And it's just like a nice warm meal to come home to at the end of the day. You know, we've had a lot of the like cold lemonade, we had the raw salad, we're having the chia seed pudding. It's always nice to have like a warm, comforting meal too. That's still really good for your skin. The ingredients in this are, the base is quinoa, so we've got our protein and fiber there, and fiber is amazing for your skin. And then we've got veggies, so we've got mushrooms, celery, broccoli, We've got the tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is really high in lycopene, which adds more antioxidants. You might notice that we're talking a lot about antioxidants in this video, but antioxidants equal anti-aging. So if you want something to prevent wrinkles, to prevent fine lines, to give your skin a glow, you want more antioxidants. And that really just comes in natural plant-based foods. So try out this dinner. I think you'll really like it. And then lastly, we'll get to our post-dinner kind of desserts. Okay, so now let's move on to dessert, even though it's not really dessert because it's so healthy, but it tastes like dessert, so it's my favorite thing. And we're gonna have the Four Sigmatic mushroom hot cacao. I love this drink for dessert because it tastes so good. It's so sweet. It's like a warm hug from your grandma. And it's also so good for you. It's got amazing spices, it's got cacao, and it's got reishi mushroom. So cacao, again, amazing for your complexion. It helps your skin density. The reishi is what I really want to focus on right now because this is why we have this drink in the evening. It's very relaxing and it helps promote restful sleep. And I cannot stress enough how important sleep is for your skin. You know, especially someone like me, I like to be very go, go, go. And, you know, I want to always get things done and wake up early and work hard. But at the same time, skin is so important to me. That's like one of my biggest things. So I've had to really teach myself how to make sure I'm getting enough sleep and really sleeping well. Someone that might have a lot of stress, even if they try to sleep well, might not be able to get the quality of sleep they want. So having something natural like this actually promote quality sleep and restfulness, and that relaxation is really, you're gonna see the benefits in your skin. So again, all you have to do is open up the packet, add it into your mug. This tastes absolutely incredible on its own. You don't need to add anything else. Turn on my tea kettle.
A few moments later.
Okay. Favorite drink. I actually had one of these last night. That's it. It smells like hot chocolate. Tastes amazing. One thing to note also, while this does promote restful sleep, you don't have to just have it at night. Like, it's not going to make you drowsy. Like, I often have this in the morning, or like, you know, sometimes I'll have it throughout the day because it tastes so good. But for this what I eat in a day for beauty, I do recommend the order of everything I said. I think you'll notice the most benefits from that, and incorporating Four Sigmatic products as well as all these really fresh, beautiful plant-based foods. So another reason I like having this drink at night, again, is because it does promote restful sleep, and there's so much that happens while we're sleeping that's important for our skin and for our beauty. Basically, while you're sleeping, your skin's hydration is rebalancing. So your skin's able to retain its moisture, excess water that you may be holding on to, you're able to kind of excrete out of your body, which is why sometimes you might go to bed a little bloated but wake up feeling a little skinnier, because your body is just rebalancing all its water. So that's really important for beauty and skin in general, and this just kind of helps promote that, make you wake up feeling a little more beautiful. I do want to stress that all of the food in this video, all of the Four Sigmatic products in this video really help promote beauty from within. So it's not all about the products you're using. It's definitely not about makeup. I know a lot of times we think about makeup as making us more beautiful, but makeup should really just be there to accent your natural features like skin. If you have beautiful skin, any makeup will look good on you. So eating the right foods, drinking the right amounts of water, making sure that you're getting really important extracts like mushroom extracts in drinks like Four Sigmatic are really gonna make a big difference in your skincare and beauty routine. So if you guys do wanna try Four Sigmatic, I definitely recommend the products I mentioned in this video, the Chaga lemonade, the hot cacao mix, and the turmeric golden latte. Again, you can go to the description of my video. You will get 15% off on that link of your first order. And you can also just check out their website. It's actually really cool if you wanna learn more about the other products they have. You can kind of search around based on what you're looking for, what benefits. You can read about the mushrooms and all the different studies they have. So it's pretty cool to navigate around that too. If you have any questions on this video, please leave them below. I do read the comments and I will try to get back to as many as I can. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.